What with Modern Warfare Season 6 dropping back a few days ago, I thought it'd be a good idea to give my personal review on what I think about Modern Warfare Season 6. I'm going to be covering some of the maps, playlists, new guns, and some overall early thoughts. Let's get into it. Starting off, I wanted to talk briefly about the guns. The AS Val is a strong, fast-killing assault rifle, but one big drawback, it can only go up to 30 rounds, which in my opinion is very low. If you ask anybody else who pub stomps or plays, aggressively, it's pretty low. The AS Val also has a decent amount of recoil, not a lot, and unfortunately not a very solid range as well. The AS Val has a pretty high headshot damage multiplier, so it is beneficial to aim for the head. I believe it does 47 damage up close to the head. The iron sights are quite usable, but in my opinion, you will need sleight of hand. It's going to be interesting to see if this gun is usable or viable in Warzone. But overall, I do think that this gun was built for close quarters combat, like facing people, rushing with the gun. It's not meant to sit back kind of like you can do with other guns like the Kilo or the M4. Personally, I do like the addition of the AS Val in the game. I don't have it unlocked yet. I'm not spending money on this game quite yet, but the gameplay you're seeing in the background is most likely just a private match on some bots, and I'm showcasing the AS Val as best I can, trying to be as aggressive as possible. Overall, I think the AS Val has high potential in multiplayer to be a quite useful gun. However, we don't know if it's going to be quite good enough in Warzone yet. You may or may not have noticed, but I did leave a solid class somewhere on the screen. Next up is the SPR-208 Marksman Rifle, and right off the bat, I have to say this should really be a sniper rifle, okay? This gun is really good. It's got high damage and a quick rechambering animation. It seems to be a better Kar 98 in most instances at first glance as well. The iron sights aren't great, but they are usable. I do think you need an optical sight. Unfortunately, I think even though this gun is really good, it doesn't seem to serve much of a purpose. It seems to just outclass the Kar 98 and most likely the MK2 carbine as well. I'm not even sure why Infinity Ward brought this gun into the game in the first place, as I don't think there's much need for it. However, there's a lot of questionable things Infinity Ward did, so let's not get into that.
Boy, if you don't get—
Moving on from the two new weapons, I wanted to talk about the Faceoff map next. The new map Station is a standard 2v2 map. It's similar to King, most likely because of the color palette as well as the verticality. You can jump on trains, you can jump on boxes. There's a lot of head glitching. I'm telling you, it's a Modern Warfare map. It is a lot of head glitching. Station serves its purpose and can be pretty fun, but there are a decent amount of corners that people can and most likely will hide in. Remember, at the end of the day, we're talking about Modern Warfare players here. My best tip for this map is to use longer range weapons and kind of just hold down angles. Guns like the ARs, LMGs, even some marksman rifles, and just sit on some head glitch spots and basically just ADS. I know it's annoying to play like this. I don't even feel good telling you guys to play like this, but at the end of the day, if you really want to do well on this map, that's kind of how you got to do it. You can't really move too much on the train station or you will get shot from who knows where, even though there's only 2 people. And speaking of the map only having 2 people on each team, it doesn't feel very big or very small, but I can see up to 3 people on each side and it wouldn't overcrowd it, which is a common trait amongst Modern Warfare maps.
Bruh.
The next little thing I wanted to talk about in my Season 6 review here is Killstreak Confirmed. Now this variant of Kill Confirmed comes with several changes regarding kill streaks. Essentially, your streaks won't reset on death, so you want to rush to the tags as fast as possible to earn kill streaks. So you don't get any points for killing, you only get points for collecting tags. It's important to note that unlike traditional game modes, Killstreak Confirmed also allows players to wrap kill streaks, so you can actually get the same kill streak multiple times in one life. And obviously the team that collects the higher number of ID tags wins the match. I actually haven't gotten a chance to play this a lot, however it seems pretty good to me. As a bad player personally, I do like the fact that your streaks don't reset on death. So just because you die off your kill streak doesn't mean your streaks are completely reset. So there's going to be a lot of streaks in the air. I personally got a VTOL within a few minutes of playing this game, despite being a pretty bad player on a map like Backlot. Killstreak Confirmed definitely incentivizes movement, which is another trait that's commonly misplaced in Modern Warfare. Next up, I wanted to talk about the other maps in the Modern Warfare Season 6 playlist. First off, for broadcast, we have a COD 4 DLC map, which is featured in the Warzone as TV Station. Me personally, I never got a chance to play this map back in the day, but honestly, I can say it's a pretty fun map. It doesn't make sense why I enjoy it. I'm gonna be straight up. It's huge, there's a lot of places you can get shot from, but for me, most of my engagements are actually in close quarters, which is preferred to me. I don't have great aim, especially when I'm new on PC here in Modern Warfare. But because everything is close quarters and everything is relatively within buildings, so you don't have to worry about streaks streaks either. It does make for a good time when you can find people. Broadcast is definitely a lobby dependent map. If you find a bunch of campers, this is going to be the slowest map ever, and I would not be surprised with a lot of time limit matches. Let's be honest, again, we're still playing Modern Warfare here. The other map is Meowstore Tank Factory. I'm hoping I say that right. This is a tank factory kind of snow map covered. It's got 6v6 and 10v10 variants with dimensions changing depending on the number of players, and there's outdoor and indoor combat zones, depends on how much is accessible based on the player count. I can say without a shadow of a doubt, this tank factory map is definitely too big for a 6v6 map, but surprisingly again, it is not the worst map in the game. I know, who is this, Tim? Like, what's he, a fan of this game now? What? I will say spawns seem awful on this map. It doesn't matter the game mode, spawns just seem terrible, okay? They're all over the place. You'll spawn one way, someone will spawn right next to you. TDM, domination, it does not matter. This is really messy right now. I'm of course gonna need more playtime on this map, but so far Tank Factory is honestly not that bad, and I feel like it's one step closer to Black Ops Cold War, so I'm all for it. Lastly, I want to conclude this video by saying some overall early thoughts. Season 6 seems kind of lackluster. I'm sorry, I can't lie to the good people of YouTube. Season 6 is lackluster. The guns are good, the maps are even decent in my opinion, but it just feels like not enough content to last an entire season. Keep in mind, seasons are close to 2 months now. I saw earlier on Twitter today, a couple of people had the new guns Damascus already, and let me tell you, that takes like, what, 5-6 hours, especially without shipment or shoot house. Yeah, you can say these people don't have lives, but at the same time, if you can finish everything that fast, is that enough content in the season? Now, I'm not saying Infinity Ward has to wow us and give us, an entire game every season. I'm not saying that, of course. But I feel like the stuff that they bring out, the stuff that they implement from maps, playlists, guns, it should be more interesting. It should be more intriguing. Now, I talked a lot about multiplayer, and the main reason why is because I did not get a chance to talk about the Warzone update yet. I'm most likely going to play Warzone some other time, most likely not yet. I may or may not make an update video on Warzone going forward. We'll have to see about that. And before I wrap up this video, I almost forgot, they actually did some patch notes. They changed the Origin shotgun in Warzone, so the up close damage is a little reduced. That's fine with me. I think the Origin spam was very out there for Warzone. And I think the more important change they did actually was the C4 change. They actually nerfed the hell out of the C4, dude. I'm not even kidding. Once you log on and throw a C4, you'll notice, first off, it takes way longer to throw, and you throw for way shorter of a time. And the burst delay, you can't just double tap the square button in air and expect it to blow up and get an easy kill. It's actually changed. Everything is slower about the C4, it's very reduced, and damage-wise, it's a little reduced as well. So these are my thoughts overall on Modern Warfare Season 6. Definitely let me know what you guys think about Season 6 in the comment section down below. If you have not already, make sure to subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Twitch. All of the links are in the description down below and most likely appearing as a green screen on your screen right now. If you enjoyed the video in any way, make sure to give it a like and leave a comment down below. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a great day and peace out.